Hello students, today we will see one program based on the list, how we will write the programs, what the logic we will use, how we will think about the list program. So here we are going to open this one and program to access individual element of the access of the list. So look here, suppose we have a list a is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6, and if we are writing here print a and the list and we are running, so we will see it display all the list item together. If we want the computer will display one item in a one line, so we have to access the element individually of the list. To access the element, we all know that the list is also based on the index. All the items is defined as a under the what index, means 1 is on the 0, 2 is on the 1 index, 3 is on the second index, and the fourth is on the third, 5 is on 4, and 6 is on the 4. That is the indexing of the list. So here we have a two way to access the list items. What I will write for I in a. Here in means it will access one by one all elements, and I am going to do here print I. So look here, we will get the output one element in one line, because print automatically changes the line. If we want all it will come in a one line, so I will write here int is equal to space, so it will come with a one space. If we want to display in the form of sum, so here int is equal to what you have to write plus. So look here, it will display 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6. Clear? So this is your first way. Another way is also you may go I in a range by using the range from 0 and go to the length of A, and here you may write print index by index A of I, comma index line change only. See here. Clear? So these are the way to access the list items. Clear? If we are not going to access according to their index, we want to access continuously all, so this logic is a what useful. If we want to access all without any gapping, means we do not want to leave any index, we want to access one by one all items, so if we can use this one. But if we are going to access index wise, so we will use this loop. So there are the two loops by which we are accessing. One, it may access all continuously, and one it may access, for example, I want to access all the even index elements, so I will write here 2. Now see here, even index means first I will access 1, means 0 index, then I will access the second index, and then I will access the fourth index. So here output will come 1 3 5, 1 3 5. So look here, we got 1 3 5. Actually this one I will look right here, print line change. So look here, 1 3 5 we got, and this one is accessing what all elements in a sequentially. So for the sequentially access you can use for I in a, and for the index by index accessing you have to use for I in a range. So it is clear when I will use I in a and when I will use I in a range for the list. Okay, now if we are going to get the sum of list, so I will write here sum is equal to 0, and then I will write for I in a, and here I will get sum is equal to sum plus I. And if we want to display, I can display here I and n is equal to plus sign. and then here later on come here and display print /b/b space equal to sum and run it. So look here, output we got. Here in the interactive window, this /b is not working. If this program I may save on the desktop list sum, and then after I may use here input statement, press any key to continue, to hold the record, to hold the output, and then I may run directly list sum. Actually I have installed here a lot of this one PyCharm software, that's why it is executed here. So it's not working here, but in your computer if you will do it may run properly. If you want to run on the console, so no need to do anything, it will run directly on the exe. Yeah, on the system, how will you go? Look here, what is the address? Copy here. Today I will teach you how to run this program on the desktop, on the command prompt. So I have to open here cmd cd/cls cd and copy here. Then here we have to run, so I will write here list.py. Enter the number which, sorry. What is the file name? Okay, list sum, sorry. So I have to go once again, look here, how we will do cd/cd. Okay, once more. First right click on the file which you want to execute throughout the command. Listen here once again. Step to execute your programs by using the command prompt. So here right click on that and go to the properties and copy the path here. Copy. Then after go to the command prompt and press here cd/ to come to the main directly cd and cls for the cleaning the screen, and then again press cd is a command that will move into that location and paste the address whatever you have copy by using the control V and press enter. And then after write down here python and name of the file, so I have written here list sum.py. Look here. Now look here in this program and in this program, what is the different? Here, where is my mouse? Here plus sign is not visible, but here plus sign is visible. Why? Because we have used here /b 2 times. One /b will move the cursor one character backward. So here I have to remove this plus and space also. Two character I have to remove. That's why I moved here two character back and then I display the equal. So here it is displaying. Clear? So that is the use of /b. Thank you. Okay, so that is finding the sum of individual items. Now we are going to find the sum of even number. So what will I do? I will access here and I will see what is the I value in a. If the value of a is equal modulus equals to 0, that means it's a sum number. So I will write here sum is equal to sum plus I, and then I will display here I and is equal to space plus, and then in the later on I will display the value of sum is equal to, yeah, simple, I will write is equal to here sum. Control F5, run here. Look here, 246. Only even number he has access. If I want to check the value, odd number, so look here, I will use here not equal. So that is a program to find the sum of even and odd number of the list. Okay. Now we are going to find the sum of list in the form of even and odd number. So what I will do, let me to repeat, a is equal to a into 3, print a. Okay, so that list is already 3 time multiplication, that is replicate, multiply. I will teach you later what is this. So here what will I do? For I in a range, and I will go from the 0 and I will go to the length of a, and I will take the 2 step, because we all know that if first it starts 0, so the next even number is 2, next is a 4, so there is a gapping of what, 2 number. That's why I given here what, 2. It will increase the loop counter by 2. So here then I will find out sum is equal to sum plus a of I. Now here we have to use a of I, and here we have to declare sum of 0 and print a of I comma and is equal to space, and then in the later on I will display print equal to sum, and before that I will display the print a whole list items. So okay, I forgot to use comma here. Look here, this is a list and we are going to get the sum of list. Look, 0 index, then second 3, then next means 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. That much numbers will come here. 0, 1 came, second index 3 came, fourth index 5 came, 6 index 1 came, 3 means 8 index 3 came, 10 5 came, 12 1 came, 14 3 came, and 16 5 came. So that is the sum of even index of the list. If you want to get the sum of odd index, so I will use here 1. So it will give the sum of odd index 2 4. Here that is a coincidence ki numbers are coming evens only, because here on the even odd index even values are stored, and on the even index odd values are stored. So no problem, don't be confused if we are getting the sum of odd index and even numbers are coming. If you have stored like that, here on the or even index you have stored odd number, and on the odd index you have stored the even number, so values will come like that. Now, so that is a program to find the sum of even index and odd index. Now we have a list a is equal to 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5, comma 6, comma 7, comma 8, comma 9, comma 10, comma 11, comma 12, comma 13, comma 14, comma 15, comma 16, comma 17. Okay, now we are going to find out minimum value and the maximum value of the program. What is the program? To find the minimum value and maximum value of list. So here what will I do? First I will take one min value is equal to a of 0 index, and I will take here max value of a of 0. We assume in the list first value is the mean and the first value is the max. What is the logic here? After assuming I will check one index onwards all, and if the any value is a smaller than mean, I will store in a mean because that is the minimum value, and if the any value is a greater than this index, I will store as a max value. So look here, what will I do? For I in a range, you may start from the 1 and go to the length of a, and I will see if the minimum is smaller than a of I. So what will I have to do? In the minimum, that value we have to store. Again, if the maximum, if the I, yeah, if the minimum is greater than, then I will store. And if the maximum is smaller than a of I, then I have to store maximum is equal to a of I. Okay. Now see here, I will display print maximum value of list is equal to comma max, print minimum value of the list is equal to mean. Now run it here. What is the maximum value? 17. And what is the minimum value? 1. Now I will do the randomly changes. Here I am writing minus 100. Yeah, minus 100. Here I am writing minus 5000. So what is the minimum value? Minus 5000. Here I am writing 20 this much, and here I am writing 17,000 that much, and here I am writing 9,9999. So here now in the list, which one is the minimum value? Minus 5000. What is the maximum value? This one. So after running, make it save and run again. Look here. So that is the program to find out minimum and the find out maximum. Now on the list, it is a very common program of the searching. Clear? Here suppose we have a list. Again I am going to make one list. Yeah, look here, program to store 10 numbers and ask to user again any number and display its location in the list. Means what is the program? Ki I have to store some number, and then I will ask user enter any number. Suppose user has given 3, so I will tell if 3 is present in the list at the third index. Clear? Once again listen here. Suppose this is a list and I will ask to user enter any number. User has given 6, so I will tell 6 is present in the list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 6th index. And if user has given 10, so I will tell this number is not present inside the list. So what will I do? This program I will make in the standard way as the program has to be. So what I will do, I will take one number input and I will ask the user enter the number of element you want to store in list, and I will make one blank list here, and I will run one for I in a range start from the 1 and go to the num, and I will give here a dot append function yesterday I explained here int input, and I will ask enter the I number of list, and then after first I will display the list here. Look here, how much number do you want? I want to store 9. Then if you ask I given 1 2 3 4, so 5 number is that. Clear? So look here, 5 number means I given here 6 number, so it means ask 3 4 5 6 7 8, so that number is present here. After that what I have to do, I will take one variable search and I will ask the user again input. Enter the number that you want to search. And after that I will take one flag variable 0. The flag variable will tell us if the number we will get, then the flag value we will change into 1. In the number we are not getting, the flag value is still 0. So what I will do, I will access one by one all elements for I in a if search is equal to I, then flag is equal to 0, and then display number found at position, which position? Oh, actually for the getting position I have to run in the range function, because we have to get position also. 0 comma length of a, and here we have to write a of I, and then here we have to write number found at position, which position we are getting, I plus 1. Clear? And then we have to break, and here we'll see if the value of f is still 0, so we'll give the message sorry, number not present in the list. Control S, run. I want to store 10 number, 1 3 14, this much, this one, this 7 4 5 6 7. Okay, which number I want to search? I want to search 23. According to the computer, 23 is a present on 1 2 3 4 5. So what the output has to come? Number found at the 5th position. Look here, 23. Count here, 1 2 3 4 5. Now you are thinking, why I am counting from 1? Because we are user, we are not starting counting from 0, we are counting start from which number? From 1. Clear? So for the user, we are giving a user do not know anything. Okay, what is a 0, what is a 1? It may start counting from the 1. So that's why we are giving the message from where? 1. So thank you then, that much only today. Next, in the coming days, we will see the more programs based on the list. Thank you.